Ladies and gentlemen, this is the state of the scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, gatekeepers and crowd killers, welcome to the most electrifying event in the history of the alternative music scene. Tonight, we gather here not merely to celebrate the power of music, but to honor the relentless energy, the sick riffs, and the bone-shattering breakdowns that have shaped our year. Welcome to the 2023 SOTS Awards.
Round of applause.
I'm your host, Sam, here with Marcos.
Everybody give a round of applause for our host tonight, Sam. Just another round of applause.
Thank you.
Tonight's a celebration. It's my favorite time of the year. It's the SOTS Awards. You mentioned earlier, the most electrifying event in the history of the alternative music scene.
That's correct.
Fuck that. The music scene, period. Fuck that. The universe. Out of all of the events, it's this one. It's the big one.
Marcos, let's kick off the affair. I wanted to start by apologizing to Noah Sebastian and the rest of the Bad Omens crew for flashing them earlier tonight. I got a little barbecue sauce on my shirt and had to change it out and did not realize we were sharing a green room.
Yeah, it was going to be a suit and tie event, but last minute, of course, there are accidents. These things happen.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed, to say the least.
You should be. That's okay, though. We'll grow from this.
Mm-hmm.
We'd also like to apologize in advance for the lack of diversity in tonight's performances. We used the same booking company as when we were Young Fest and forgot to remind them of women. Honest mistake.
They just need a little push. Like, hey, when we were Young Fest, women. Push. And then they get it, right? But if no one's there to push them, then they'll forget. Additionally, we'd like to apologize to the Slipknot camp for only booking the party a few seats tonight. We honestly did not know how many of them would be left by the time this rolled around.
On a different note, Blink-182 send their well wishes, everyone. Sadly, they've bowed out of tonight's ceremony. I know a lot of you were looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
The band did send along an honorary member to collect their award tonight, assuming they win.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember his name. I'm so sorry. It starts with an M. Machine Gun Kelly.
There it is.
Machine Gun Kelly. MGK.
Bring Me the Horizon also apologize for missing tonight's show. They're actually busy putting the final touches on their new album, which is set to release in only 3 months ago. So look forward to that, everyone.
Interesting. Okay. We'd like to thank artists like Lil Uzi Vert, Megan Thee Stallion, and Demi Lovato for helping bring metalcore to the masses this year. Now, when I explained to my parents who Spirit Box is, Sam, I can also explain to them who Megan Thee Stallion is.
Yeah, that's correct. So once again, thank you. It's important, though, that we're beginning to see this scene represented again in mainstream culture. I never thought in a million years when I said, he just like me for real, I'd be referring to 4-time NBA championship winner and 2-time MVP Steph Curry.
1-time unanimous MVP Steph Curry.
Is that true?
You do remind me a little of Steph Curry. We tried last minute to book Ice Nine Kills, but apparently it's date night with Metallica for the millionth fucking time this year. I'm kind of getting sick of that shit.
Those two are inseparable. The Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift of the scene. We're excited tonight to announce the release dates of the next two Darko US albums titled Please Help, I've Been Trapped in the Studio for 3 years. Okay. And
I'll do this next one.
Sure.
Dear God, don't let Baby J see this. He gets so angry when I stop working, and
well, those are like conceptual, maybe?
They sound like concept albums.
Yeah, those are concept albums. Hold on. I'm actually getting word they've been released to streaming just moments ago, and the band have announced they've begun working on a new album.
There it is. There we go. Everybody, wait until after the show to listen to those records. We'd like to thank our wonderful security tonight as well, Sam, for swiftly breaking up the scuffle between architects and some members of the press.
Things were dicey there for a moment.
A little bit. We're told it had something to do with the photographer, quote, not getting architects' heavy side.
Fucked up big there. They fucked up big.
Yeah. In any of their shots, actually.
They should know better.
Yeah.
Honestly. And finally, stick around post-show for the official reveal of the identities of Sleep Token. Marcos, are you ready to get to the 2023 SOTS Awards?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So here's how we're going to do this. We have 14 categories tonight. We will list all 6 nominees and then count down from 3rd place all the way to 1st with the percentage of the vote that each of those artists got. And you can join us for our top 20 songs of the year and top 20 albums of the year episodes to hear the fan-voted song and album of the year. You ready to get started?
Never been more prepared in my life. What's the first category, Sam, of the evening?
Category 1. We're So Back, a.k.a. Biggest Comeback of the Year. Your nominees: Beartooth, Bless the Fall, Blink 182, Escape the Fate, I See Stars, and Taking Back Sunday. Marcos, coming in 3rd place with 5.9% of the vote, are I See Stars.
Wow.
Big comeback year for them. 4 new songs. And not a single rumored album release anywhere to be seen.
Not a single one.
And I'm not at all even a little fucking upset about it.
I'd like to get to 2nd place, Sam.
Marcos, at 2nd place.
At 2nd place for biggest comeback of the year, drum roll please, Beartooth with 14.3% of the votes.
14.3% of the vote. Now, you know, when we posted this category, a lot of people were like, SOTS, you silly goons. Beartooth never went anywhere. And I would say, wrong. The spirit of Beartooth left us about 7 or 8 years ago and has only this year come back and shown its face once again.
Yeah, take that for data, okay?
The Beartooth of the last few albums was unrecognizable. I did not know that Beartooth.
With full due respect, I know Caleb, you're in the crowd tonight.
I thought maybe you had like a follow up to that.
No, well,
you just
want
Caleb Show to know that you respect him.
Yes,
got it. And Marcos at number 1 with a whopping 72.3% of the vote. Blink 182.
round of applause for Blink 182.
Absolutely demolished the competition. The Blink hype this year, it's fucking crazy. People got Blink sickness.
First record in 20 years with everyone's favorite trio.
And I mean, it's hard to argue with the vote here. You know, I feel like I share everyone's excitement for the return of the true Blink 182.
It's the return of the king. The throne is theirs. Pop punk, alive and well.
Our patience was rewarded. Marcos, moving on to the next category. It's so over. Biggest drop-off of the year. We'll start with number 3.
Well, we'll start by listing the nominees.
We'll start by listing the nominees. Asking Alexandria, Avenged Sevenfold, Panic at the Disco, Pierce the Veil, Slipknot, and The Used. Coming in third, with 3.8% of the vote, is Avenged Sevenfold.
Sam, well earned.
Marcos, M Shadows is in the crowd tonight, and disrespectfully, oh boy, that album was a slog. Just an absolute slog.
Some might say placing third is too low. Not saying it's me who's saying that.
I never thought Avenged Sevenfold would be better at selling NFTs than making metalcore records, but here we are.
Now, at number 2, with 5.8% of the votes, Slipknot.
My goodness. My goodness. Slipknot. What a year it's been.
Where's Slipknot tonight in the crowd?
It used to be easy to spot them.
It used to be really easy.
In spite of the masks, there was a whole gang of them, and now we're down to just a few. It's my understanding someone's probably getting fired tonight because of these results. So don't get cozy.
Now, I really want to know, though, Sam, who had the biggest drop-off of the year?
Marcos. With 82.6% of the vote, the kings of It's So Over, the legends themselves, Panic at the Disco.
Runaway victory, 82.6% of the vote.
There's never been a more deserving winner in the history of this category.
That is such a landslide victory that one has to consider Panic at the Disco getting naming rights next year for the biggest drop-off of the year award. I don't know if anyone's
Panic at the
gonna...
Disco presents We're So Over?
I'm just saying, I don't know if anyone's going to bring it like Panic brought it this year.
No, they absolutely decimated the competition. No one is as over as Panic at the Disco. Moving on, Marcos, Best American Band, your nominees: 100 Gex, Beartooth, Hot Mulligan, Paramore, Silent Planet, and The Maine. Coming in third place, Beartooth with 6.3% of the vote. Not only are they so back, but they are also American.
Interesting. Interesting.
Metalcore runs through their blood.
Yes. Well, is there any state more American than Ohio? I've always asked.
No, absolutely fucking not. Most American state imaginable.
The second most American state possible happens to be the one that our second place winners are from, California's own Silent Planet.
Metalcore showing up big, representing America.
Very big.
Very big.
7.3% of the votes, by the way.
Strong.
Very strong.
Nowhere near as strong as our number one.
Not quite.
With 80.2% of the vote, absolutely routing the competition, are Scene Darlings, Paramore. Absolute domination here. The most American band, period. No argument.
Cold hard facts, apparently. People see Paramore and they practically see the U.S. flag.
Paramore is as American as a quarter pounder.
Oh, well, what else? Mayonnaise.
Shooting a Bud Light with a rifle.
I was worried I was going in a different direction, Sam. Let's move on. Congratulations again to Paramore. But let's get down to the real category here. The best not American band.
Best not American band. Your
who
nominees.
are our nominees?
Bearings, Bring Me the Horizon, Holding Absence, Polaris, Sleep Token, and Spirit Box.
Strong class of not American
strong
bands in 2023.
Extremely strong class of bands who are not at all American. Coming in at number 3 with 10% of the vote is the UK's own Holding Absence. Representing their home country?
To that I say, Sam, brilliant.
Municipality? What is the UK?
Well, they don't know.
The Greater Britain area. Emo Zone. Marcos, second place?
Straight out of Steel City, Sam, with 10.4% of the votes. Bring Me the Horizon. That's right. 10%, then 10.4%. We're looking at another landslide victory here. Who's number one?
Marcos, apparently it was the United Kingdom's year. Many people are saying this.
Hey, well, that's why they call him United, don't they?
Because in first place, with 70.3% of the vote, the UK's very own Sleep Token.
Wow.
Marcos, I don't know that anyone really stood a chance, and I think we'll find that any category Sleep Token is in, which I believe is 2 more.
Couple more.
I have an anticipated winner.
Expect to hear that name again tonight, but just to reflect on what a full year can do for a band, did not expect Sleep Token this time last year to get nominated or win Best Non-American Band. You know, darlings for us, but still an unknown to the greater music scene here.
Hardy competition too, and they absolutely fucking destroyed it. Marcos, for funsies, we asked our audience to choose between Team America versus Team Not American. With 24.4% of the vote, Team Not American, consisting of Bearings, Bring Me the Horizon, Holding Absence, Polaris, Sleep Token, and Spirit Box, it would appear that Sleep Token will not so easily carry the competition the way we thought.
This is the biggest surprise of the night, and that, of course, means that Team America, consisting of 100 Gex, Beartooth, Hot Mulligan, Paramore, Silent Planet, and The Main are, in fact, your winners.
Remember every time you it makes me stronger than before when
Team fucking America, baby.
Fuck you, Not America. Get
Never-
fucked. Let's go.
Never count them out.
Let's fucking go. Best Situationship, aka US Tour of the Year. Your nominees: Concrete Forever Tour, headlined by Bad Omens with support from Era and Icy Stars. So Much for Tour Dust, headlined by Fall Out Boy, featuring support from Bring Me the Horizon, Royal and the Serpent, 4 Year Strong, and more. The Void Eternal Tour, headlined by Nothing Nowhere, featuring See You Space Cowboy, Unity Texas, and Static Dress. Touring the End of the World, headlined by Motionless and White, with support from Knock Loose, Alpha Wolf, and After the Burial. The Godless Goddess Tour, co-headlined by Paris and Poppy, with support from Tommy Genesis and the Pom Pom Squad. And finally, the Why Would I Watch Tour, headlined by Hot Mulligan, with support from Heart Attack Man, Spanish Love Songs, and Ben Quad. Marcos, in third place with 9.2% of the vote, is Touring the End of the World, headlined by Motionless and White, with support from Knock Loose, Alpha Wolf, and After the Burial, in second place.
Well, with 9.5% of the vote here, second place goes to the Concrete Forever Tour, headlined, of course, by Bad Omens, with support from Era and Icy Stars. That's a big one.
And crushing the competition with 76.3% of the vote is So Much for Tour Dust.
it was an uphill battle, but they didn't know,
Headlined by Fall Out Boy, with support from Bring Me the Horizon, Royal and the Serpent, 4 Year Strong, and more.
I'm not gonna lie, Sam. Full transparency, a couple of surprises so far this evening.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, a lot of people were saying, hey, you know, there's never been better lineups than Motionless and White and Knocked Loose. There's never been better lineups than literally just Bad Omens by themselves. But here is Fall Out Boy pulling along, Bring Me the Horizon to say,
Now,
no.
not
It's
not
our
just
year.
that. Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed so far, but of all the bands considered part of the emo trinity, not that they all fit, they might this evening, Paramore, Panic at the Disco, for different reasons.
All winners tonight.
And Fall Out Boy, all winners tonight.
All winners tonight.
The emo trinity never dies.
Emo Trinity will
Strong
never
as
die.
ever.
Marcus, our next category, literally the worst thing that's ever happened, catastrophe, embarrassment, or heartbreak of the year.
Literally
The
worst thing that's ever happened.
literally the worst thing that's ever
Literally
happened.
the
Your
worst thing.
nominees, Bad Omens, Shipped Rock 2023 Flashgate, Blue Ridge Rock Fest 2023, the tragically abysmal end of Panic at the Disco, Ryan Seaman, alleged $26,000 theft and firing from I don't know how, but they found me. Slipknot fire members. Plus, Corey Taylor continues to release solo material. And finally, When We Were Young Fest forgot women. Marcos in third place with 6% of the vote.
Literally the third worst thing that's ever happened this year.
That is absolutely correct. Would be Slipknot firing members plus Corey Taylor's solo material.
Interesting.
Tough year for Slipknot. Tough year for Slipknot.
Because I was told Slipknot don't belong anywhere in these categories.
Is that right?
That's what I was told.
You were told incorrectly.
Appears so.
You got bad information.
It appears so. And number 2, the second worst thing that's happened this year, one of the biggest heartbreaks of the year, at 13.5%. When We Were Young Fest, forgetting about women.
You know what? You know what kept them out of that one spot? When they remembered women a little shortly after.
They did go
Right?
on to remember women
Because
shortly
initially
after.
they forgot women, but later on when we reminded them, they did remember
If
women.
there was a Remembering Women award, apart from forgetting them initially, I think that category would have been won by When We Were Young Fest.
Right. With our help, of course,
Yeah.
Marcos. And number 1, with 71.6% of the vote, you're literally the worst thing that's ever happened of 2023. Blue Ridge Rock Fest. On paper, best thing that ever happened. In execution, a complete unmitigated fucking disaster.
Even saying those 3 words, Blue Ridge Rock 4 Words Fest, out loud, it feels like bringing bad energy into the room.
Yeah, that's precisely correct. It's like if you speak Blue Ridge Rock Fest into a mirror in the dark in the bathroom after hours,
Yeah.
3 times quickly.
Uh-huh.
You have to
Cancel all your
stand in
plans,
line
baby.
for 6 years and miss all of the opening bands. And then finally, when you get in, it rains so bad that they cancel the whole show. Next category, Marcos. Jimmy Butler presents. That shit hurted. Emotional Song of the Year. Your nominees: A Crooked Melody by Holding Absence, Betty by Hot Mulligan, Blue by Broadside, One More Time by Blink-182, Sean by Trophy Eyes, and Tooth Fairy by Sad Eyes. Marcos in third with 8.3% of the vote is A Crooked Melody by Holding Absence. Marcos, I said it when we were discussing our nominations. A crooked melody is just an analogy for an emo song. And it's incredibly fitting that it shows up here as one of our runner-ups.
It's a good spot. Good spot. But not the saddest of the year, because at second place, 12.3% of the vote, Betty by Hot Mulligan. Hard to disagree.
My personal emo song of the year, because I literally cannot listen to
can't.
it. I can't even, I get like 30 seconds in and I'm like, that's enough today.
Yep.
That,
As soon as you
I go lay
realize the song it is,
Yeah.
shut that off.
yeah,
Because that shit, It hurts.
I need to have like a fucking good cry every time Betty comes on, Marcos. But the audience tended to disagree with us this year because they felt strongly with 74.1% of the vote. The Jimmy Butler Presents That Shit Hurted emotional song of the year is One More Time by Blink-182.
I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more.
It's got to be the line, right? It's got to be the line.
It's got to be the line.
It's got to be. It shouldn't take airplanes falling from the sky and
It shouldn't.
sickness to get the boys back together.
A lot of context to that track, Sam. And Blink
lot of
182
history.
tonight really put the emphasis on the one in their name today. Number one, two separate categories.
Their second win of the night. You're absolutely correct. Ahem. That shit smacked. Heaviest/craziest song of the year. Your nominees: Amongst the Low and Empty by Signs of the Swarm, Deep in the Willow by Knocked Loose, Heaven Shall Burn by Imminence, Pomicide by Buried Alive, Rock Shit by Unity Texas, and finally, The Summoning by Sleep Token. With 2.1% of the vote, your third place winner for That Shit Smacked, Heaven Shall Burn by Imminence.
Now, that shit fucking smacked.
It's not only did it smack, but is there anything crazier than a violin in a metalcore song? I still don't think we've seen someone who can contend.
Not just yet. Not just yet.
With the exception of these next two songs.
Next year we'll be getting even more imminence. We'll see. We'll see where they place next year if they do. And number two, with 13.2% of the vote, Deep in the Willow by Knocked Loose.
Motherfucker.
We knew they'd be somewhere in the top three.
They had to. It was the Knocked Loose motherfucker heard around the world.
Knocked Loose motherfucker.
Stopped in my tracks. Fucking snapped my neck the second I heard that.
I don't think any other band could do that. It
No.
doesn't hit.
No.
Bring me the fucking horizon. Yeah, that actually might. That might. Well, that's the only other one that might.
This next band hit a little harder for our audience, Marcos, and that would be your winner with 81.4% of the vote. That Shit Smacked heaviest, craziest song of 2023 is The Summoning by Sleep Token. I mean, listen. Sleep Token being somehow alternative jazz and metalcore all in one. Is there anything crazier? Is there anything strange? Is there anything
There's not.
that hits harder than that transition towards the latter half of that song? No, absolutely not.
I don't know if there's many other songs ever that I've heard that have smacked quite the way that one smacks.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Your next category, fucking bop. Catchiest song of the year. Your nominees: Airhead by Honey Revenge, Beautiful Waste by Beauty School Dropout, Cruel by Broadside featuring the Home Team, Nevermind by Between You and Me, Picasso by Loveless, and Welcome to the DCC by Nothing But Thieves. Marcos, in third place, we have, at 4.7% of the vote, Cruel by Broadside featuring the Home Team. Broadside having an absolutely stellar year. Absolutely stellar year.
And, you know, it can't hurt to also throw in a Home Team feature as well. It just gets the job done.
It really
clearly
did. I think it was what put them over the top and edged them into the top three. Marcos at number two.
Number two. With 24.3% of the vote.
This one's a lot closer.
Not
than a
quite
lot of
as
our other
lopsided
categories.
as some of them have been tonight.
Some actual contenders.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, 24.3% of the vote. Picasso by Loveless.
I just don't know that any song has ever been crafted with a hook that name drops
A famous artist.
old painters,
Old painters.
historical
Elderly.
figures.
Yes. And
Loveless said
and
challenge accepted.
is there any art better than the fucking bop, Sam?
No.
That's my challenge to you.
Loveless could have painted the Sistine Chapel, but Michelangelo couldn't have written Picasso.
Didn't have a musical bone in his body.
Don't think actually Michelangelo was name dropped in that song, but everyone understands what we're saying here. With 61.6% of the vote, your fucking bop of 2023 is Airhead by Honey Revenge.
Damn, I'm such an airhead, no strength in my spine. With the best intentions, I can't make it right. Man, I'm really brain dead, I don't see the signs. I'm stupid, I'm unconscious. Do I have no stopping?
Marcos, this had to win for me.
This one's for the people.
This one had to win for me. There is no song that has been lodged in my brain for the entirety of the year the way that Airhead by Honey Revenge has.
It is undeniably my pick, my choice for fucking bop of the year, and I'm just happy the audience agrees.
Yeah.
Just happy.
The audience is right this time. They're not always right, but this time
They haven't been right much this evening.
Right.
But with that category,
more often than not wrong.
on the nose.
This one they got. Marcos, your next category, Understood the Assignment, Collaboration of the Year. Your nominees. Amen by Bring Me the Horizon featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Daryl Palumbo of Glassjaw. Cobra Rock Remix by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Spirit Box. Hopeless by Too Close to Touch featuring Telly Smith of The Word Alive. In My Head by Mike Shinoda featuring Kaylee Morg. The Credits by Arrows in Action featuring Loveless and Magnolia Park. And finally, Venom by Nothing Nowhere featuring Under Oath.
All amazing collaborations this year.
Collaboration.
But there could only be
collaborations.
3 in the top 3. Who's third?
At third place with 8.5% of the vote is Cobra Rock Remix by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Spirit Box. Marcos, my jaw unhinged like a snake when that song showed up on my Spotify.
Is that so?
That's correct. Dropped to the floor. Still can't fucking believe it, to be honest with you. Still can't fucking believe it.
Some might say it's still on the floor.
That's correct.
Yeah. Second place, baby, with 10.7% of the vote. Amen by Bring Me the Horizon featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Daryl Palumbo of Glassjaw.
I mean, this is up there as well. It's just like seeing these massive names like Lil Uzi Vert and Megan Thee Stallion collaborating with artists in our scene. Like, I'll just never get over it. It's huge. I hope that it continues forward. It's like last year we were talking about like Ed Sheeran. You know, this year we're talking about like Lil Uzi Vert and we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Like, let's keep it rolling. Like next year I want to be talking about Noah Khan on a Silent Planet song. Let's fucking go.
Noah Khan.
That's right. That's correct.
Taylor Swift.
First artist that came to mind. Well, technically we had the Taylor Swift and Follow Up with Paramore songs this year, right?
But they weren't that good.
They were like demos and they were old, but
Certainly
still,
not better.
They count.
Certainly didn't understand the assignment more than this next collaboration, Sam. Number 1 for 2023. Who takes the cake?
Understood the Assignment collaboration of 2023 is, with 74.8% of the vote, The Credits by Arrows in Action featuring Loveless and Magnolia Park. I just think when you get 3 of the hottest up-and-coming artists in the same room together, you put them in the same kitchen together, they can't help but cook.
They can't that well.
They cannot help it. You put these three artists in a kitchen, and the only thing they know how to do is cook.
I agree. Yes, chef.
The bears of the scene. Next category, Marcos. It's giving cinema. Music video of the year. Your nominees. 89cc by Honey. Be the Gal by Hannah B.A. Collider by Silent Planet. Garden of Eden by Bad Rabbits featuring Ro Reynolds of Enter Shikari. Such a Shame, Smoking Lounge Redux by Static Dress. And finally, Welcome to Horrorwood by Ice Nine Kills. Marcos with 10% of the vote. Your third place winner is Collider by Silent Planet. Fuck cinema. Cinema. The
Silent
sparking
Planet.
turned over van.
Cinema.
The shirtless Garrett.
Cinema. Cinema.
Second place.
Silent Planet. Silent Planet all over this list right now.
Silent Planet fucking owning this list right now.
Second place, however, with 11.8% of the vote goes to Garden of Eden by Bad Rabbits featuring Ro Reynolds, of course, from Enter Shikari.
Cinema. The pull-out shot. Where you're able to go from seeing the manifestation of what the idea of the video was to the creation of it and expanding that out into its own music video concept. Absolutely brilliant and a joy to watch.
And that it's just happening in the guy's backyard, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's just happening like around.
It's just
like around.
Just a thing that happens.
Like around.
It's very cool. Very great video.
Marcos, it's giving cinema music video of the year with 74% of the vote. Welcome to Horrorwood by Ice Nine Kills.
So how's this for an establishing shot?
Marcos?
Would have been an injustice this year for this category to be won respectfully by any other band on this list, not named Ice Nine Kills. This was their award to lose. Welcome to Horrorwood is, in fact, just cinema. It's barely even giving cinema, actually. It just is cinema.
It's the culmination of everything that Ice Nine Kills has worked to. It is their magnum opus. An absolutely brilliant music video.
And
Huge.
Ice Nine Kills had other videos this year. Were they as good as this one? Nah. They did not give cinema the way this video did.
That's precisely correct. Nothing gives cinema like a chainsaw through the stomach, if we're being honest with ourselves. Freshman class, Breakthrough Artist of the Year. Your nominees. Beauty School Dropout, Catch Your Breath, Hannah B.A., Honey Revenge, Left to Suffer, and To the Grave. In third place, with 5.7% of the vote, is Catch Your Breath. One of the hottest up-and-coming bands within the metalcore scene, absolutely exploded out of the gate last year with Dial Tone, and that followed it up this year with their brand new album, Marcos, which had a handful of other bangers alongside that initial hit. Happy to see them place here.
Awesome rise. Been a pleasure to witness. Another great rise as well has been, with 7% of the vote, in second place here, Left to Suffer.
Left to Suffer absolutely angling to be the new face of heavy music, and you know what? I might let him have it, honestly.
Yeah, practically already a cornerstone of deathcore.
Putting in the work. Putting in the work, and I respect it. With a whopping, with a decisive 79% of the vote.
Casting an extremely large shadow, apparently, over the rest of the freshman class.
Your Breakthrough Artist of the Year. Honey Revenge.
Wake up, make the same mistake. Cycles can be hard to break, I know. But I could be your new ritual. Yeah, things aren't going great. Life's been lovely as of late, and you would know if you weren't so habitual.
Fucking Bop of the Year Breakthrough Artist of the Year, absolute undeniable victories.
And it's really only just beginning for Honey Revenge. That's the
point of the
important
freshman
part to
class.
remember.
That's correct.
Freshman class.
That's what we're insinuating with the category, to be honest. Ahem. Marcos.
We're at the final three.
I don't want to
We're-
blow. I don't
we're at
wanna-
the final
I don't-
four?
I don't want to blow your mind right now, but we have the last two categories.
And then the write-ins, of course.
The write-ins, which
So
we will,
so we're down to just
we will
two.
now the song of the year as voted by you, the audience. We will announce in our top 20 songs of 2023, album of the year, top 20 albums of 2023. Tune in for those episodes. But as far as today goes, we only have two categories left. Rizzler, aka Artist of the Year. Most Rizziest.
Most W Riz, even.
Your nominees: Caleb Shomo of Beartooth, Emma Booster of Dying Wish, Kim Dracula, Poppy, Tom DeLonge of Blink-182, and Vessel of Sleep Token. With 4.1% of the vote, your third place winner is Tom DeLonge of Blink-182.
You can't keep them down today.
No.
Can't keep them down. Blink-183 here, but
That Riz burns bright, and there's nothing in existence that can douse it out.
couldn't have said it better myself, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2, with 13.5% of the vote, but not 13.5% of the Riz. This is 100% Riz.
100% Riz.
Rizzler of the Year, number 2. Second place,
Number 2.
Caleb Shomo of Beartooth.
A happier Caleb Shomo has simply transcended the culture. A happier Caleb Shomo is what we've always dreamed of, and we're so happy to see him get there. And the Riz comes through.
He's oozing Riz.
Just absolutely. He's dripping so much Riz, he has to wear a bandana.
I walk in the room,
Otherwise,
and
it'll
it's
get in his eyes.
just a lot of Riz all over the place sometimes.
That's precisely correct. Marcus, with 74.3% of the vote, another astounding victory here. Your Rizzler Artist of the Year is... You fucking guessed it. Vessel of Sleep Token. We don't even know who to give this to.
Do you wish that you loved me?
We don't even know who to hand this award to.
Everyone in the crowd just stood up and said, I'm Vessel.
In a sense, I think a vote for Vessel is a vote for yourself.
It's a vote for the people.
You know? Vessel is all of us.
I'm Vessel. You're Vessel.
Vessel's the Riz inside of you. You know?
Yeah. Fascinating.
Your final category for tonight, the 2023 SOTS Awards. And once again, we just wanted to thank everyone for joining us. If you're a fan, follow us at SOTS Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Let us know who was robbed. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, leave 5 stars. We appreciate you, Marcos. Let's get into it. The final category, EP of the Year. Your nominees: If You Know, You Know by Picturesque. Remote God Seeker by Psycho Frame. Moon Eater by Magnolia Park. The Fear of Fear by Spirit Box. True Viridian by Skylar Accord. And Your Light Fades Away by Mood Ring. Marcos, this third place is so tight that we actually have a tie.
We have a tie. We have a tie.
Tied for third place is Remote God Seeker by Psycho Frame and If You Know, You Know by Picturesque. Unprecedented. Unprecedented.
The first time in the history of the SOTS Awards.
People
Have
were
we had a tie?
indecisive. They were like vibecore, deathcore. They're both so good.
Why not both?
They're both so good.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both?
And of course, at number 2, with 19.2% of the vote, a bit of a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Remember here, stay seated. The Fear of Fear by Spirit Box. Number two.
This is big. This is
shocking.
Big. Spirit Box is a titan of the industry. Grammy nominated Spirit Box. BFF of Megan Thee Stallion, Spirit Box.
But you know what they say.
Unseated here in what should have been their year.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall into second place, I've always said.
Your winner for EP of the year with 74.8% of the vote, Moon Eater by Magnolia Park.
I can't keep breathing. My world is sinking. You're leaving me out to dry. Do you ever feel alone?
And you know what?
Wow.
They fucking deserve it.
They deserve it.
They fucking deserve it.
You don't get nominated into one of these SOTS Awards categories if you don't deserve it. And big congrats to Magnolia Park tonight.
A fucking clean EP. Nothing but bangers. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. And thanks everyone for voting.
We had our most amount of people vote this year than in any previous year of the SOTS Awards.
Put it on the poster. Most amount of people voted this year. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. We appreciate your love. Like I said, come back. We'll have the top 20 songs of the year, deliberations, rankings, and final, as well as the top 20 albums of the year. And like I said, no, by all means.
Well, I was going to sign us off.
I'm actually going to sign us off.
Well, I'll sign us off a
I'm
little
going to
too.
sign us off.
What else were we going to say?
As I promised earlier, the identities of the member of Sleep Token, starting with Vessel, you will be surprised to learn is actually...